Greetings everyone. My name is Amanjot Singh and I am pursuing B.Ed from School of Education in Lovely Professional University. And in this video I am going to explain about Sustainable Development Goals and focus on one particular goal, sdg10, reducing inequalities. What are Sustainable Development Goals? Sustainable Development Goals, firstly, what do it mean by word sustainable? Sustainable means to save something for longer period, for the future use. To sustain something means to save something that we already have and doesn't let it end or extinct, and from that sustainable development goals has come to existence. And what are these goals? The 2018 Agenda for Sustainable Development, adopted by United Nations members in 2015, created 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which are known as SDGs. They were created with the aim of peace and prosperity for people and the planet while tackling climate change and working to preserve oceans and forests. The SDGs highlight the connection between the environmental, social, and economic aspects of sustainable development. Sustainability is the center of the SDGs. These goals are ambitious, and the reports and outcomes date indicate a challenging path. Most, if not all, of the goals are unlikely to be met by year 2030. Let's go through all these 17 goals. The goal number 1 is no poverty. Second goal is zero hunger. Third goal is good health and well-being. Fourth goal is quality education. Fifth goal is gender equality. Sixth goal is clean water and sanitation. And seventh goal is affordable and clean energy. Eighth goal is decent work and economic growth. Ninth goal is industry, innovation and infrastructure. 10th goal is reduced inequalities. 11th goal is sustainable cities and communities. 12th goal is responsible consumption and production. 13th goal is climate change. 14th goal is life below water. 15th goal is life on land. 16th goal is peace, justice and strong institutions. And 17th goal is partnership for the goals. Let's talk about Sustainable Development Goal 10, that is reduced inequalities. SDG 10 is to reduce inequality within and among countries. Important indicators for this SDG are income disparities, aspects of gender and disability, as well as policies for migration and mobility of people. SDG 10 covers issues including reducing income inequalities, promote universal social, economic, and political inclusion, ensure equality among opportunities, and end discrimination, adopt fiscal and social policies that promote equality, improved regulation of global financial market and institutions, enhanced presentation for developing countries in financial institutions, responsible and well managed migration. Sustainable Development Goal number 10 is beautifully described by a class 9th poem, No Men Are Foreign by James Kirk. And I am going to explain this poem to you line by line, and let's go through the first line. Remember, no man are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. Okay, the first line. Remember, no man are strange, no countries foreign. In this line, poets clearly say that all the people on this earth are not strange, and no one can be called foreign, as he is trying to remove borders that we people have created on the earth, like dividing the countries. And after that, in second line, beneath all uniforms, Poyle is describing the soldiers that who wear uniforms of their own countries, but under all those uniforms a single body breathes, that is a human body like us, like every human being, it breathes. And in the third line, like others, the land our brothers walk upon. He is talking about the land on which these soldiers, which the poet is calling them brothers, is walk upon. And fourth line, he is describing that they all walk upon the same land, and on the same land, on the same earth, they will be buried after their death. Let's move on to the next lines. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by wars long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Okay, in the first line, they too aware of sun and air and water. God has given these all facilities like sun, source of energy, air, and water to all of us, and we all use it and use farming and harvest and live a peaceful life. And similarly, in the opposite way, when wars happen, all these things happen, we all suffer the same way, which show that we are no different from each other. And in the third line, their hands are ours. Our hands, we all work in a similar way. And in their lines, we read and do the same things, and a labor not different from our own. And the way we work and do and live our lives, it is everything is same, and then why we are differentiating us from each other. Let's move on to the third paragraph. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love in every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. In this paragraph, the poet wants to say that people who we call foreigners have eyes like us. They also sleep and wake in the morning, and together their strength to do their work, to continue their day, and by love and by appreciation of other people in every land is common life. All these things show that in every land, everywhere in the world, the life is common. As we all are humans, we wake up in the morning to gather our strength and do our works, and poet is saying that everyone can recognize this and understand this fact. Okay, let's move on to the fourth paragraph. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. In these lines, poet want to say that we should always remember that whenever we are told to hate foreigners, as this poem is about foreigners, foreigners or any people who are not from our race or different race, we are told to condemn, betray ourselves. We are putting harm to ourselves, destroying ourselves, and to remember that we are the ones who take arms against each other, fight with each other, and harming each other. We are harming ourselves, not themselves. Okay, let's go through the last paragraph. It is the human earth that we defile, our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everyone our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country strange. Okay, in this paragraph, it is the human earth that we defile. Okay, when we do wars, fight with each other, it is our earth altogether. Every human being has right on this earth, and this same earth we destroys when we do wars and fight. Our hells of fire and dust outrages the innocence, and many innocent people who doesn't have anything to do with it get destroyed and harmed of air that is everywhere around. And by doing all these activities like wars and destroying each other, we destroy our own environment in which we breathe. Like, for example, global warming is happening because of human behavior and human things. And in the last line again, the poet is saying that remember, no men are foreign and no countries strange. Like, we should think that no one is foreign and no countries are strange. We all are same. How this poem links with SDG goal number 10, reducing inequalities. Firstly, the title of the poem, No Men Are Foreign. It clearly saying that no one is foreigner in this world. Like, we all live on the same earth and we are human beings, all of us. We breathe the same way. We do our daily activities in very similar ways. And we should treat each other equal and should not have inequalities among each other.